Good evening, everybody, and welcome to 235 O'Callahan Way as the Lynn Classical girls basketball team hosts the Somerville Highlanders ladies basketball team in a GBL matchup. I'm Sean Donahue, happy to bring you tonight's main event here at the school. I want to say thanks to our viewership for tuning in. We are live on YouTube, so if you're watching, thank you. We also want to say thanks to our guys up in the perch, making sure that you guys have good coverage and good footage. So, without further ado, let's kind of get started here. The 1-4 Somerville Highlanders are being hosted by your 3-2 Lynn Classical Rams. Starting for the visiting team, the Somerville Highlanders, wearing number 1, Anais Lopez. Deanna Grant Johnson wearing 2. Ava Martin wearing 22. Victoria Rodriguez wearing 24. And Lila Mack Coleman wearing 23. Starting off for the Rams today will be Nevaeh F. wearing number 4, Keisha Perez wearing 11, Jadalise Tejada wearing 12, Divine Egbuda wearing 20, and Linda Jallo wearing 25. We're happy to bring you GBL basketball live and on our Verizon and Comcast channels. Thanks for tuning in. Classical coming off of a loss against Lynn English this week, starting out strong and facing a pretty aggressive defense in the later periods. Somerville also coming off a loss today against Medford a few weeks ago before Christmas break. So we'll see how the Highlanders do in shaking off the rust. And we'll go to the center court to watch for the tip-off. Divine Egbuda to tip off for the Classical Rams. And Ava Martin tipping off for the Highlanders. Highlanders come away with it. Keisha Perez doing a pretty good job at keeping these guys in front and passing them off. Divine Egbuda trying to get in there for an interception and a steal. Benefits the Rams, and they'll inbound from their own territory. Jallo inbounds the ball. And a pass coming off of the fingertips of Anais Lopez. Doesn't turn into any points for the Highlanders. Keisha Perez at the point position, passing over to Nevaeh F. F looking for a little bit of space there, doesn't have it, elects to go back. Perez to F. F down low. Intercepted by the Highlanders, and now they're on a break opportunity. F trying to get in front of these players here. Number 2, Diana Grant Johnson, not able to get that one to fall. Luckily, the Highlanders were able to come away with a rebound. And Keisha Perez on the interception, an easy layup. Tries to drop that one in. Highlanders are there for the rebound. 0-0, 6 minutes, 53 seconds left in this first period here. Perez aggressive on defense today, really trying to come into the game and work hard. Perez goes for a layup, draws a penalty, and she's going to go to the foul line for her first of the day. Perez's first shot, no good. Her second attempt. In and out. Egbuda's there for the rebound. Tries to tip it up. Can't get it to fall. Highlanders come away with the rebound. Now they're on a fast break opportunity. A quick pass down low ends up being a pass outside at the top of the key. Not there. Classical able to come down with the rebound. And that's Jallo there. F with the ball, has a little bit of space there, likes to pass over to Perez. Perez passing over to the other side of the key. Egbuda with the shot. Those are her first two of the game and the first scores of the game in entirety. 2-0, Classical leading the Somerville Highlanders. Timeout call. 6 minutes left in the first period. If you're just tuning in, we're hosting GBL Basketball live here on our YouTube channel, so thank you for tuning in. I'm Sean Donahue, your host, and I'm happy to bring you GBL Ladies Basketball. I want to say thanks to our crew up in the perch. We've got Eswin, Victor, and making a guest appearance is Gabe. So happy to have those guys here as a support. Both teams hungry for a win. Classical standing at a record right now of 3-2 with their last loss this week over English. Somerville at 1-4, losing to Medford most recently. Highlanders to inbound from their own territory. Mia Pacheco ends up with the ball. Another interception here for the Rams. Good job by the Highlanders, number 24, Victoria Rodriguez, to get in front. Jadalise Tejada had an opportunity there on the fast break. Keisha Perez to inbound the ball for the Rams, finds Linda Jallo. Jallo passes over to Egbuda. Egbuda goes for the layup, not there. Highlanders come away with the rebound. Victoria Rodriguez at the point position, passing over to number 4, that's Mia Pacheco. Pacheco finding one, Anais Lopez. And a pass coming off the fingertips of the point guard, Victoria Rodriguez. Sail out of bounds. Jallo to inbound for the Rams. Perez elects to pass off to Jallo. Jallo finds Tejada. Egbuda open, down low. Goes for the layup. There's two more added to the tally. 4-zip. Classical leads, 5 minutes left in this first period here. Classical taking a bit of a page out of the English playbook as they came out very aggressive, not allowing easy transitions across half court, whether it was an inbound or not. Seems to be working out for the Rams here. Couple of substitutions. Great to see Lauren Wilson back from her back injury. Also in is Savannah Tang wearing 2. Tang at the point guard position. Barks out her orders, gets it down to Perez. Perez over to Jallo. Jallo finds Egbuda. Egbuda up for a layup. That's 6 on the day so far for Egbuda. 6-0, Classical leading. Somerville to inbound. Mia Pacheco with the ball. Tang in front. Now Jallo there too. Both Rams trying to trap this Somerville Highlander in, and it works to their effect. Keisha Perez ends up with it on a fast break. Egbuda there on the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Holding on to that ball, hoping to benefit from a jump call. Egbuda strong again today. Came out very aggressive in the first half of the English game. And it seems as though she's going to do that again here. A little bit of frustration towards the end of the game. Egbuda with the shot after the inbound from Perez, doesn't get there. Diana Grant Johnson there on the rebound. Highlanders have an opportunity there. Slips right out of the fingertips of Anais Lopez, the senior out of Somerville. Substitution coming in off of the Highlanders bench. Fatima Matamoros. Savannah Tang with the ball on a long pass. She elects to pass over to Keisha Perez, just a little too tall for her. Somerville to inbound from their own bench. Lopez inbounds the ball. Matamoros passes over to number 4, Mia Pacheco. Pacheco with Perez in front of her. Perez doing a great job at forcing these Highlanders to try to put a few moves on. That effort results in a back and forth. Classical, the beneficiary of the call. Jallo to inbound for the Rams. Perez down to Tang. Tang over to Jallo. Jallo finds Igbuda. Tries to go up on 2. Tipped away. Rolls out of bounds, coming off of Ava Martin. Martin, a freshman out of Somerville. Tang with the shot. Can't get it to fall. Perez was there for the rebound. Can't get it to go. Now a fast break opportunity. Diana Grant Johnson draws the first 2 points for the Highlanders. 3 minutes in this first period. Classical leading 6-2. Perez with the ball, passes way outside to Lauren Wilson. Wilson going up for the layup. Igbuda almost there on the rebound. Tang ends up with it. Tang for 3. And she sinks it. 9-2. Classical leading. Tang on the board with her first shot. Sinking a 3. Nothing but net. And a botched pass coming off of the fingertips of Anais Lopez. Trying to find Diana Grant Johnson. Grant Johnson with a nice little layup after a fast break. 9-2, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first period. Classical doing a great job at really pressing against these Highlanders, not allowing anything across that half-court line without a little bit of contention. After the timeout, we're back. Classical to inbound the ball from their own bench. On the court, Lauren Wilson, Savannah Tang, Keisha Perez, and Linda Jallo, and Divine Igbuda. Perez trying to get past one. Met with some pretty solid defense. Anais Lopez there on the interception, going for the layup. Rebound coming for number 13, Fatima Matamoros. Jallo to inbound to Perez, and now you're seeing the Highlanders pressing. Tang gets the ball from Perez, looking down low to Igbuda. Igbuda wide open, going up for her shot. Can't get it to fall. Nice rebound coming from Diana Grant Johnson. Pass over to Anais Lopez. Ends up in the fingertips of Ava Martin. Martin goes for the layup. Scores her first 2 of the game. Perez with the ball crosses the half mark. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in this first period. The Rams are leading 9-4. Perez able to get past 3, goes for the layup. Igbuda's there for the rebound. Her own rebound. Goes up for 2 and draws a penalty. Igbuda is a beast out here every game. Freshman out of Lynn Classical. Teata to substitute for Wilson. Count it. 12-4, Rams lead. Egbuda with 9 on the night so far here, and it's only the first period. The pass coming from Pacheco. Ends up with Grant Johnson. Lopez with the ball. Stolen away by Jallo. Jallo trying to find a little bit of help. Perez got it back. Able to make a diving save. Jallo recovers, and now Teata passes down to Savannah Tang. Another 3 attempt. Can't get it to fall. Somerville is there for the rebound, and now they're on a break. Egbuda coming up from behind, making it a little bit more difficult on Diana Grant Johnson, the junior out of Somerville. Somerville to inbound from the classical territory. Keisha Perez intercepts the ball, gets it over to Linda Jallo. Jallo looking back to Perez. The Rams got 3 across the half-court mark. The only one open was Teata. Perez tries to sneak past 2, passes off to Egbuda, can't get it to fall in. Teata's there for the rebound. Savannah Tang thinks about it, passes back over to Teata, and for 3. 15-4, 20 seconds left in the first period. Jada Lee's Teata on the board now. Perez intercepts that ball. Hard foul. It's going to be a possession call in favor of Classical. They'll inbound from their own territory, far side of the court. Teata inbounds the ball to Keisha Perez. Perez now surveying the court, trying to figure out where the space is. She likes to go right. Here she goes. She's past 1. Goes for the pass over to Egbuda. Draws the penalty. The shot won't be counted. But with 2 seconds left in the period, Keisha Perez able to draw her a penalty. And she'll go to the foul line. Her second attempt today. First shot. In and good. Her second attempt. Bounces up and out. So, looks like Somerville is going to maintain possession. 16-4, Classical leading at the end of 1. Quite the standout so far, seeing Divine Egbuda with 9 on the night so far. A lot of good defensive pushes coming from all of the Lady Rams, but specifically Keisha Perez making a huge adjustment defensively today, and you're seeing it. We'll be back right after this break. So as we start the second period here at beautiful 235 O'Callahan Way in Lynn, Massachusetts, Somerville's going to be starting off with the possession. They'll inbound from the far side of the court. Giuliani Furman Rodriguez to inbound. Mia Pacheco back over to Furman Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Pacheco. Classical playing pretty aggressive on defense, but allowing for a little bit of movement. Ava Martin goes up for another shot. Can't get it to fall. Egbuda's there on the rebound. Passes over to Keisha Perez. Classical doing a good job at getting back. Perez able to get past 1 with ease. Passes over to Egbuda. Egbuda for another 2, and I think that's going to be the key to tonight's game is for Keisha Perez to draw in these defensive players and open up the beast Egbuda down low. Perez on another interception. Fast break opportunity. Goes for the layup. Draws the penalty. Her 3rd time at the foul line today. Perez with 1 point on the night. But defensively, this kid has been a force. Happy to see it. She's playing with a purpose after that L to the Bulldogs here this week. 18-4, 7 minutes left in the half. Classical leads. Her first is good. A lot of substitutions coming in. We've got Kaylee Bullock, Nevaeh F., Lauren Wilson, and that Perez-Egbuda matchup. They're going to keep that out. Egbuda goes for the rebound, tries to pull it over two, just not there. There's plenty of help down low for the Highlanders. Pacheco gets the pass from Furman Rodriguez. Ava Martin tries to receive a pass. Egbuda denied that outcome. Classical comes away with the interception. Lauren Wilson goes for a three but fakes, tries to come inside. Good to see Wilson back after the injury. Bullock passes over to Wilson. Wilson driving inside, gets past one, goes for the layup, and she's there for it. Wilson adds her tally to the board. 21 of 4, Rams lead. Pacheco trying to find some help coming off of number 5, Furman Rodriguez. Back to Pacheco. Ava Martin going up for a shot. Shot called off. Looks like an out-of-bounds call, or I missed that one. Sorry about that. Perez not seeing much opposition as she crosses that half mark. Perez passes down to Wilson. Wilson looking inside, draws a few defenders from the Highlanders. Not exactly what she wants. Passes over to Perez. Perez going in, driving into the paint. Can't get past the Somerville defense. Her layup rolls off of her fingertips and out of bounds. The Highlanders to inbound from their own territory. Violet Stickgold now in on the play. Pacheco passing over to number 3, Aliana Ramadan. Ava Martin trying to come in with another layup. Egbuda too strong down low. Perez now with the ball on a transition. Goes for the shot. Can't get it to fall. Egbuda's there on the rebound. She even goes up for a shot. Drags her own rebound back. Passes out to F to Bullock. Classical trying to slow things down. Perez draws a few defenders inside. Goes for the shot herself. Egbuda on a sacrifice. Trying to inbound that ball. No Rams are there. Pacheco going up. Draws the foul. Jallo and Tejada to substitute. Pacheco will go to the line for her first time tonight. 21-4, Classical's leading. 5 minutes left in the half. A few substitutions. Perez will come off and Egbuda will come off for a break. Her second attempt, right where she wants it. Pacheco gets onto the board. 21-5, the Rams lead. Wilson at the point position. Looking to create a little bit of separation. Wilson for 3, gets it to bounce off the rim. Highlanders are there for the rebound. Pacheco at the point position. Passes outside to Leah Ramadan. Ramadan elects back to go back to Pacheco. Pacheco with a long pass. Down low, finds Violet Stickgold. Stickgold looking at Ava Martin, and Jallo making things difficult. Forces that ball out of bounds. Highlanders to inbound from the Classical territory. Pacheco's inbound is pretty smooth. Pacheco with the ball. Bullock and F playing defensive aggressive. Now she's got to face off against Jallo. Doing exactly what she wants to do is draw in some of these players. Classical doing a good job at forcing the Highlanders to work the perimeter of the key as opposed to get shots on net. Jallo inbounds the ball to Wilson. Wilson at the point position, surveying the court. She's got Pacheco in front of her and elects to pass over to Tejada. Tejada able to get past 2. Possession call as that ball hits the top of the backboard. A little too strong. Giuliani, Furman, Rodriguez at the point position. Passes over to Leah Ramadan. Pacheco comes away with the shot, goes for three, can't get it to fall. Another opportunity from outside. That's Aliyah Ramadan. Ava Martin goes for a shot. Can't get it off. That ball forced out of bounds by Classical. Somerville to inbound from the Classical territory. Giuliani, Furman, Rodriguez inbounding the ball to number 21, Violet Stickgold. Stickgold over to Ramadan. Ramadan's pass sails out of bounds. Lauren Wilson to inbound for the Rams. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left in the half. 21-5. Classical's leading. Wilson gets right into position, passes down to Jallo. Martin making it a little bit more difficult, getting a little bit more breathing room with Egbuda off of the court. And now you're going to see her come in and probably substitute shortly. F playing well defensively. Excellent job by the Rams in double teaming these offensive players. That's Bullock going up for it. Trying to draw a foul. Can't get it there. Nevaeh F passes over to Teata. Teata finds an open Lauren Wilson. Wilson elects to go inside. Draws the penalty. Should go to the half mark. And everyone in white was there to help out. Wilson, the senior out of Classical. Her first is good. Wilson with 3 on the night so far. Few substitutions. Savannah Tang in for Bullock. Wilson's second attempt, right where she wants it. 23-5, Rams lead. Wilson with 4 on the night so far. Jamili Vargas at that point position passes over to Anais Lopez. Diana Grant Johnson trying to work inside the paint. Classical making it difficult. Highlander is inbound from the Classical territory. Anais Lopez ends up with it. Passes over to Victoria Rodriguez. Highlanders up for a shot. Jallo comes down with the rebound. And Teata at that point position after receiving the pass from Jallo. A shot from way outside coming off the fingertips of Savannah Tang. Can't get it high enough. The Rams now doing a good job at coming back and playing defensively. Egbuda there on the rebound. Teata working to get past one, passes down to Tang. Tang trying to create a little bit of space, finds Jallo. The Highlanders playing a little bit more aggressively now on defense. Egbuda goes up for a shot, can't get it there. F goes up for a layup. Egbuda comes down with it. Jallo gets the rebound, tries to make the shot, can't get it there. Classical is going to maintain possession as it came off of the hands of a Highlander. Keisha Perez to come in for Nevaeh F. High pass, inbounded from Perez, turns into a fast break opportunity for the Highlanders. And the Highlanders can't get that one to fall. Anais Lopez looking to the guys in stripes saying, hey, where's my foul? And the Rams continue to play through it. Egbuda trying to come down with a rebound, goes up for her own shot. And when it comes to Greater Boston League basketball, these are the types of matchups that you look forward to. When it comes to performance, the Rams have really outdone their opposition today. Tejada with the ball after the inbound from Perez. Perez up at the top of the key, surveying. Has a pick on her left-hand side from Jallo. Passes back to Jallo to Perez for the layup. Can't get it to fall. Like Buddha's there on the rebound. Passes over to Tejada. Tejada's able to sneak that one out. Gets it over to Perez. Perez slows it down, takes her time, trying to create a little bit of separation. Divine Buddha can't receive the pass and gets pretty aggressive with Ava Martin. Victoria Rodriguez to start with the ball. Likes to pass over to Deanna Grant Johnson. Grant Johnson back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to find a little bit of space. Now met with the matchup of Jallo. Ava Martin goes for a shot. Can't get it there. Jallo's there and Egbuda comes away with it. Tejada's there. Perez now at the point position. Rams looking a little sluggish as they get back. A few seconds left in this half. Gets it over to Egbuda. Egbuda goes up for the shot. Can't get it to fall. And at the end of two, the Rams lead 23-5 over the Somerville Highlanders. Quite the amazing start for the Rams defensively and offensively. Some of the big players out there for the Rams. Divine Egbuda with 11 on the night so far. Savannah Tang, Jadalise Tejada, and Lauren Wilson all within one shot of one another. So the 3-2 Rams will head into the locker room to make sure that they do what they can to sustain this lead while the Highlanders head into their locker room to make their adjustments and get back into this one. Pretty big hole that's been dug right now. 23-5, Rams are leading. We'll be back after halftime. Welcome back as the final seconds of halftime tick away. We'd like to say thanks to our viewership for tuning in to our YouTube page. 24 views, a season high on the night, on the season. Probably has something to do with that guy doing the voice work. I want to say thanks to those 6 people who have tuned in and watched the game the entire time. Also want to say thanks to our crew up in the perch filming for us today. 23-5, Rams are leading in this GBL matchup as they host the Somerville Highlanders. Somerville was able to maintain possession as the time dwindled away in the first half. They'll inbound the ball from their own territory, and let's see what kinds of adjustments the Highlanders have made. Ava Martin passes right back to the point guard position. The pass coming from number 23, Jamili Vargas. Not handled cleanly enough by Diana Grant Johnson. Turns into a jump ball call. Somerville to inbound from their own territory. Matamoros gets it over to Ava Martin. Ava Martin now facing a slew of defenders from Classical. Jump ball. Jallo to inbound the ball for the Rams. Perez working at that point position, crossing the half mark, surveying. Going to push to her right-hand side, passes over to Tejada. Tejada for 3, gets it to fall. Her second of the day so far. 6 on the night for Jadalise Tejada. Perez with another interception. Trying to come inside, go for the layup. She's tripped from behind. Anais Lopez shocked that the call was made. Classical to inbound from their own territory. Perez to inbound the ball Finds Tejada. Tejada surveying, trying to create a little bit of separation. Pacheco there on the defense. Looking for Jallo. Finds Egbuda down low. Egbuda goes up for the layup, but draws the foul. Egbuda will go to the foul line. Once again, 26-5 with 7 minutes left in the third period. Rams still on top. And that one's good. (27-5), Rams are leading. Egbuda with 12 on the night so far. Another interception for Perez. Passes over to Jallo. Jallo back to Perez. Perez across the half mark. Surveying. Tries to drive in past one. Pulls back a little bit. Quite the move. Trying to drive on Anais Lopez. Quite the battle between the point guards today. Fatima Matamoros Aguilar to inbound the ball to Pacheco. Pacheco right back. Anais Lopez with the ball here. And now Matamoros Aguilar can't keep control. Rams will benefit from the ball out of bounds. Jallo inbounds to Perez. Perez gets a nice pick from Tejada. Tejada now struggling to get back. She goes for the shot. Coming off of the fingertips of Lopez. Lopez can't get it to fall. Nice job by Tejada in not committing a foul there. Classical called for a 10-second violation. Sorry, Somerville called for a 10-second violation. I'm sorry, Classical called for a 10-second violation. Rodriguez with the ball. Passes over to Matamoros Aguilar. Aguilar over to Pacheco. Pacheco passing across over to Ramadan. Perez comes away with it. Classical now on the offensive front. Fakes the pass to Egbuda. Goes for the layup. Draws the foul. And Perez will go to the Egbuda will go to the foul line once again. 27-5, 5.5 left in the third period. Egbuda with 12 on the day so far. Her second swish, nothing but net. 28-5. Egbuda with 13 on the night so far. Pacheco starting off with it at that point position. Trying to find some help. Elects to pass over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Pacheco. Pacheco over to Grant Johnson. Takes the shot. Can't get it to fall. Ava Martin's there on the rebound. Tries to pass inside over to number 33, Lila Mack-Coleman, and Perez comes away with it. Nevaeh F. goes for three, not exactly where she wants it, and Ava Martin comes down with the rebound. Pacheco met with the contentious defense of Perez, and Perez picked by Lila Mack-Coleman. That moving pick is going to result in a possession call for Classical. Perez to inbound for the Lady Rams. Wilson back onto the court, coming off of an injury. And the Rams electing to go hard and strong, trying to catch the Highlanders sleeping. Go to Perez for three, and she drains it. Keisha Perez with 5 on the night. 31-5. 4 minutes, 23 seconds left in this third period here. during the timeouts. We always like to say thanks to our viewership. I'm Sean Donahue from Lynn Educational Television. Happy to bring you Greater Boston League girls basketball here from beautiful 235 O'Callahan Way as the Lynn Classical Lady Rams host the Somerville Lady Highlanders. Classical standing at a record right now of 3-2. And the Somerville girls basketball team at a record of 1-4. Somerville coming off of a loss in their last game against Medford, and Classical coming off of a loss as well this week against English. Classical making a few adjustments along as the season progresses. Classical came out pretty strong offensively last game. English had to turn up the heat defensively and put Classical into a position where they didn't really feel so comfortable moving the ball or around the court. So what was a domination by Classical in the first half turned into a loss for the Lady Rams as English pushed on that defense. But today, we're seeing the Rams really outplay themselves from their last game, 31-5. 4 minutes here. Pacheco getting the ball, working at the point position. Martin comes up from down low, trying to assist. Classical doing a good job at pushing and pressing on that defense. Really frustrating these Highlanders, not being able to put much together offensively. Diana Grant Johnson inbound the ball for the Highlanders. Passes way up top to Ava Martin. Martin not there. Savannah Tang now trying to drive inside. Takes a little bit of time, pulls it back outside, finds Keisha Perez. Keisha Perez trying to create a little bit of separation. Back to Tang for three. Can't get it to fall. Lauren Wilson's there on the rebound. Jallo now on the rebound. Likes to pass over to Wilson. Wilson drives inside, goes for the layup. Another two. For the senior out of Classical. That's 6 on the night for Wilson. Pacheco at that point position for the Highlanders. Passes over to number 2. That's Diana Grant Johnson. Ava Martin going up for a shot. Draws a foul. Martin will go to the foul line for her first shots of the night. Martin's first attempt from the foul line. Right where she wants it. 3 on the night for Martin. Make it 4. Martin, the high scorer for the Somerville Highlanders. 33-7, Classical leads. Perez elects to pass over to Wilson. Wilson trying to survey. And that 3-second violation turns into a turnover for the Highlanders. Highlanders working inside now. Can't really get too much off. Mac Coleman loses possession. Luckily for her, Furman Rodriguez is there for it. Jallo putting the Highlanders to work offensively, making them work for everything from passes to even shots. Rodriguez loses possession there. Jallo inbounds the ball to Perez. Classical slowing things down as they're hearing from Coach Sawyer to take your time. You've got a solid lead here, but continue to score. Egbuda goes up for the layup, stuffed by Ava Martin, gets a second shot at it, can't get it there. Somerville's there for the rebound. That's Grant Johnson who comes down for it. Grant Johnson passing outside to number 5, Furman Rodriguez. Furman Rodriguez now with the ball, tries to drive inside. A pass to the outside, falls out of bounds. A little too fast for Deanna Grant Johnson to come away with that one. The junior out of Somerville. Jallo to inbound the ball for Perez. A substitution, and Kaylee Bullock coming on to the court. Perez to Wilson. Teata also at the bench checking in. An interception coming for Matt Coleman. Matt Coleman not there. Egbuda cleans it up, slows things down, gets it back over to Perez, and Perez is going to take her time. 1 minute and about 30 seconds left in this third period. Rams leading 33-7. A pass from Wilson down low to Egbuda. Egbuda goes up for the shot, can't get it, gets her own rebound, passes out to Linda Jallo, and Jallo is on the board with her first two of the night. 35-7, Rams leading the Highlanders. Mass substitution made for both teams. Perez really trying to draw out these defenders. Draws her out, comes inside, goes for the layup, and it goes everywhere but in. Perez comes away with a rebound. Can't get it to fall. Egbuda is down there, ready to go, and draws another penalty. Egbuda will go to the foul line again. 15 on the night for the freshman out of Lynn Classical. Wilson to substitute for Keisha Perez. Egbuda's shot. No good. Martin comes away with the rebound. And now Somerville's on the move. Rodriguez finds Grant Johnson down low. Grant Johnson nearly assaulted by the Rams. Good call by the Somerville Highlanders coach to get the timeout. 44 seconds left in the third period. The Rams playing aggressive, making the Highlanders work from everything from shots to even passes. No easy transitions for any of the Lady Rams opposition today. Classical working to get into a 4-2 category after their loss to Lynn English this past week. Highlanders inbound the ball from their own territory. Drives inside, is able to get past Tang. Met with a slew of the classical defenders, and Egbuda comes away with the steal. Teata now for three. Gets it to fall. Jada Teata for another three. She's up to 9 on the night. Ramadan passes over to Grant Johnson. Grant Johnson down low to Ava Martin. Martin draws the foul from Egbuda. And Martin will go to the free throw line once again. Martin, the high scorer for the Somerville Highlanders girls basketball team with 4. The shot hits every inch of the rim. 5 on the night for Martin. Martin's second shot, not there. Egbuda goes for the rebound. Pushed out of bounds. Highlanders to inbound from their own territory. Furman Rodriguez to inbound for Somerville. Looking to Grant Johnson. Grant Johnson up top to number 21, Violet Stickgold. Stickgold passes to the top of the key, trying to find an open Victoria Rodriguez, just can't get it to fall. So after 3, the Rams leading 40-8. We'll be back for the fourth quarter, and we're happy to bring you GBL basketball. 8 minutes left on the clock. The Rams leading by 32. Luckily, there's a round number up there so I could do the math for you. The Highlanders inbound. Grant Johnson with the ball. Elects to pass over to Furman Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Rodriguez and back to number 2. Grant Johnson takes a shot. Nevaeh F is there for the rebound, just can't get it. Classical doing a good job at trapping these offensive attempts by the Highlanders, forcing another inbound opportunity and causing for a lot of frustration. Furman Rodriguez passes over to number 24, Victoria Rodriguez. Rodriguez loses control of that one. Tries to pass over to Ava Martin. Martin draws a penalty. Highlanders will be the beneficiary of the possession call. Up top to number 21, Violet Stickgold. Stickgold passing over to Victoria Rodriguez, and Rodriguez over to number 5. That's Giuliani Furman Rodriguez. Classical comes away with a rebound. Tejada now at that point position. Surveying, passes over to Kaylee Bullock. Bullock up top to F. F taking her time, finds Bullock down low. Bullock goes for the layup. Sees the contentious defense of Ava Martin. Still can't get it. Fast break opportunity for the Highlanders. Can they get it in? And they do. They break that double-digit realm right there. Good heads-up play by Grant Johnson and Ava. 40-10, Rams lead. Bullock with the ball over to Tejada. Tejada finds an open Nevaeh F. F going for the shot. Ava Martin coming down with it. Rodriguez passes over to number 5, Furman Rodriguez. She takes the shot, can't get there. F is there for the rebound, over to Tejada at that point position. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. We got Savannah Tang for 3, takes a second shot at it, passes down to Linda Jallo for the short thing, and Jallo can't get it to fall. Somerville ball after the attempted rebound by Jallo. Classical doing everything that they can to keep these Highlanders off of the board. An interception from Tejada. She's driving through. Ball falls out of bounds after it comes off the fingertips of Violet Stickgold, the senior out of Somerville. Nevaeh F to inbound the ball for the Rams. Timeout from Coach Sawyer. A little less than 6 minutes left in this one. Classical still leading by 30. Classical standing at a record right now of 3-2, hoping to walk away with a record of 4-2. Their last game, a loss over Lynn English. And the Somerville Highlanders at a 1-4 record, losing to Medford right before Christmas break. Classical very aggressive on the defensive front today. Let's get the head spinning of these Highlanders, putting them in a lot of situations of frustration, so to say. I want to say thanks to those who are tuning in. You're watching GBL Ladies Basketball, here hosted and produced by Lynn Educational Television in association with Lynn Classical Television. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for all the up-to-date Lynn Classical news and information. I'm Sean Donahue, your host. Happy to have you here. F to inbound the ball from Classical's own territory. Passes over to Savannah Tang. Tang going for 3, can't get it to fall. Rebound, nice job by Furman Rodriguez. And Tejada said, not today. That's my ball. Give it back, please. We're going to go for it. And then draws a penalty, 40-10, 5 minutes, 45 seconds left in this game. Tejada with 9 on the night so far. Her second shot. Be a shot. In and out. Grant Johnson comes away with a rebound here. Fake pass. And then a push back to Furman Rodriguez. Rodriguez passes back. Kaylee Bullock comes away with the interception, goes up for the shot. Nothing but ball. That ball's going to stay in favor of Classical. Mia Papazoglu in off of the bench. F inbounds the ball to Tejada. Tejada comes to the top of the key, surveying the court. Passes down low to Bullock. Bullock going for the layup. Can't get it there. Tejada's now got the ball. Takes it for three. Jallo coming away with the rebound, going up for the layup. Jallo gets it to fall. Jallo with 4 on the night so far, the senior out of Classical. 42-10, Classical leads with the final 5 minutes in the game. Tejada, opportunity to intercept there, just a little out of reach for her. Ava Martin with the ball, met with the defense of both Linda Jallo and Nevaeh Eth. Shot from way outside. It's nothing but air. Martin there on the rebound, goes for the layup, draws the foul. Martin going back to the foul line again today. Martin with 5 on the night. Leading scorer for the Highlanders. First attempt is good. 42-11, Rams. 6 on the night for Martin. That one stays out. F comes down with a rebound. Passes over to Tejada. All Rams across that half mark. Kaylee Bullock passes down to Tejada. Tejada to Mia. Papazoglu. Papazoglu tries to pass back to Tejada. Somerville there to make it a little bit more tough. Rams will be the beneficiary of this. Sorry, Somerville. Will be the beneficiary of that possession call. Classical working to get back on the defensive front. They're going to give them the inbound, 42-11. 4 minutes left in this game. A fake pass to the right, back to Leah Ramadan. Classical fighting for that ball. Kaylee Bullock forcing a jump ball. Jallo to inbound for the Rams. Delisha Perez now in for the Rams. Tejada to Perez. Perez fakes into the left-hand side, comes back right. Timeout call by Coach Sawyer. So with quite the deficit, the Lady Rams are able to get some of their younger players some work. Always good to see that. Great to see Lauren Wilson back in a uniform, ready to go. Wilson with 6 on her return night so far. The top scorer, the freshman out of Lynn Classical, Divine Agbuda, with 15 on the night so far. Close second, Jadalise Tejada with 9. Top scorer for the Highlanders, Ava Martin, with 6. Papazoglu inbounds to Tejada. Tejada finds F down low. Bullock ends up with it, forces it outside. Tejada with for 3. Can't get it to fall. Somerville comes away with the rebound. Medrano Benitez, the senior out of Somerville. Somerville tries to drive in past. Foul called, benefiting the Rams. Papazoglu to inbound the ball to Teata. 3.5 left in the fourth. Over to Eth for two. Can't get it to fall. Mia Papazoglu getting aggressive out there, trying to come down with that board. Out of bounds. The Highlanders to inbound from Classical's territory. Victoria Rodriguez barks out her orders from the point position. Teata playing aggressive defense, forces that pass out quicker than the Highlanders wanted. Delisha Perez goes for the defense. That shot doesn't fall for Victoria Rodriguez. Teata's pass a little too high for Delisha Perez. Highlanders to inbound from Classical's bench. Estevani Medrano Benitez inbounding the ball for the Highlanders over to number 24, Victoria Rodriguez. Rodriguez elects to pass over to number 20, Maram Ramadan. Shot comes off of number 23. That's Gemini Vargas. Can't get it to fall. Mia Papazoglu with the rebound. Excellent push there by Kaylee Bullock. Bullock gets onto the board. KB, as she's called here from the bench, the senior out of Lynn Classical, putting some points onto the board. 44-11, 2 minutes left in the fourth period here. Highlanders working the perimeter of the court. Shot coming off of the fingertips of number 23 out of Somerville. Can't get it to fall. Now we got a bit of a scrum on the court. Jump ball call benefiting the Rams. Papazoglu inbounds the ball to Teata. Delisha Perez, Nevaeh F., and Kaylee Bullock also in for the Rams. 44-11, 1.5 left. Travel call on Teata. Victoria Rodriguez inbounds the ball to Estevani Medrano Benitez. She'll pass it right back. Somerville now trying to create a little bit of separation, get some space from these Rams. Travel call on number 20 from the Highlanders bench, Miriam Ramadan. Classical will inbound the ball. Teata ends up with it at that point position. Classical trying to slow things down as these final 90 seconds tick away. Teata passes down low to an open Nevaeh F. Mishandles that pass, falls out of bounds, and the Highlanders inbounding from the Classical territory. Victoria Rodriguez able to get past a few, goes for the layup. Kaylee Bullock comes down with the rebound. Jadalise Teata now with the ball. Passes over to Mia. Papazoglu goes for three, can't get it to fall. Out of bounds, Somerville ball. 45 seconds left, 44-11. Rams are leading here. And unless we see a lot of miracles in these final seconds, it's safe to say that the Rams are going to walk away with a win here, and they'll improve to a record of 4-2. The shot, nothing there for the senior, Jamili Vargas. Tejada passes down low to Delisha Perez. Delisha Perez tries to drive inside. Take one. Not going to count. Somerville to inbound. My correction, Classical to inbound. Papazoglu to Tejada. Tejada taking her time as these final 20 seconds tick away. Delisha Perez passes back to Tejada. Tejada looking inside, draws two defenders. Mia Papazoglu goes for the shot. Can't get it there. Perez is there in the rebound. Up top to Tejada. 2 seconds, 1 second. And that's the game. Classical's going to walk away with it. 44 Classical, Somerville 11. Quite the matchup today. And the big-time players for Classical, Divine Agbuda, the freshman out of Classical, with 15 on the night. Jada Lee's Tejada with a solid 9. And Lauren Wilson coming in off of the bench with 6. Keisha Perez, honorable mention. Great job defensively. Kid had more interceptions than Ty Law did back in the day. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, and the other guys are going, wrap it up, and let's get it done. From the gym here at 235 O'Callahan Way, I'm Sean Donahue, thanking you, the viewer, for tuning in, my crew for coming out and filming. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all the up-to-date information and news coming out of Lynn Classical. Happy to bring you GBL ladies basketball. Wishing you all the best.